I'm back. I'm back. Let's see if we can finish this. I'm really tired. Okay. Can you guys, I don't know if you can see my screen. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, great. Where we left off, the eyebrows actually don't look that bad, so I don't know if I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna put some thing in my ear. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. I had to check something. Okay, so I did create like a pre-scheduled live. I don't know. I clicked go live on that one, but that one didn't upload. It started a whole new one, which weird. Let me change the name of this live and then we'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm also gonna change the music that was detailed in that live because I fixed it in the other one. I don't know what's been going on today. My head hurts like crazy. For this live, I'm only gonna do an hour. If I feel like going past an hour, then we might do that, but I don't see myself going past an hour, so yeah. I did post on Instagram that I would be going live, so I hope the girls saw it. They probably didn't, but hold on. Okay, wrong one. Hold on, give me a moment. You probably can hear all of that. Why is it being so annoying? I'm sorry, we need more than a moment. Okay, my computer is being annoying. Child. Hold on. Okay, that's what I like to see. I like to see that. Okay, so I'm using StreamYard for this live. So I'm not used to StreamYard yet. I've probably only used it maybe like 4 or 5 times. So I'm still trying to like work out how to use it. So I created a schedule live, and I thought it would be like, I thought once you click go live in the little like StreamYard, is it StreamYard or Streamlabs desktop app, it would automatically go live from the one that I created. It didn't, so I was like, what's the point of creating one? So from now on, I don't know. Maybe I'll just schedule one so I let people know. But I don't think I'm gonna automatically go live from there. I don't know why. Maybe I need to learn how to do that, but chat, I don't know. Let me change the title of this video to creating a face part. Sorry for that. You know, I'm editing while I'm on here with you guys, so sorry. I should be editing. Yeah. I even forgot what I was talking about. Somebody just came in and disturbed what I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about. So let's just go back to what we were doing. Yeah. Let's just do that. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not used to this child. I don't know. Should I let Instagram know I'm live? I don't feel like it's that important, but. Not me putting B there, B square. Sometimes I confuse myself. Okay, I want them. Oh, hold on. I just saw something I like. No, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to cuss. I say that word way too much. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Who else should I tag? Oh, not me talking. Give me a moment. I saw something and I have to go check it out just for like a quick moment, and then we'll get started. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you guys could see what I'm looking at. The way my excitement is on 10 is just, I can't deal. I can't deal right now. Like, I'm so excited. Why is this taking so long? Okay, my computer's going slow. I'm just gonna start and I'm gonna be doing it at the same time, so if I go juggle back and forth, you know why. My computer's just going super slow today for some reason. Okay, so last thing that we left off on was the eyebrows. I really want to get the corner of this eyebrow done, like, correctly. I did not shape it, so I don't know what exact shape I want. I know whenever it's the corner of the eyebrow, you're never gonna see the eyebrow too extended out, so I am gonna make this eyebrow extended, but like close to the forehead. I don't want it to look like it's floating mid-air, you know, maybe a little bit. You know what song is stuck in my head? Why are you gonna... I hate my computer. Now it's gonna restart. I don't know why. I never planned an update, but I can't do what I wanted to do now because it's gonna restart. And I'm like, I don't think she uploaded that one. Does she have other pants? I'm sorry. I'm talking about something else while I'm trying to do this. I'm multitasking right now. Tasking? I don't know. What's that? How do you say that word? There's so much going on right now, especially in a moment where I don't want too much to be going on. Now I need to use the bathroom. Okay. Okay, I didn't know my volume was on. If you hear something, it's either something going on in my house or, you know, my family's probably doing something. Oh, this eats. Okay, I kind of want to describe what I'm doing. So, I'm also on IMVU, so I'm multitasking right now because somebody just dropped something that I love. They dropped something inspired by this fashion brand named Fancy, and I've been wanting to do one of their outfits for like the longest. But if you've ever seen their outfits, they have like florals and like they have like flowers that I would say 3D flowers that are sewed, and then they have ruffles coming out of the dress. And one thing I do not like drawing is ruffles and flowers, and it's not because I hate it, it's just because it's hard to draw ruffles. You know, they're such a like dynamic type of like they're so dynamic. Like, what would you call a ruffle? Like a type of design. They're such a dynamic design that it's so hard to get them right that I don't like tackling it. because it can sometimes be a little bit difficult to get it correct, and it can look odd. It can look like it's not shaped well, or it just doesn't look well, I feel like, you know. And I've been wanting to draw one of their dresses for like the longest, but I haven't done it because, one, I haven't gotten the chance to. I don't know what I would wear it with or for what, but I'm gonna do it one day. If you follow my Instagram, I always like kind of repost their posts because I love their dresses. One of the Blackpink members, Jisoo, wore like she had a custom look by this brand name Fancy, if you're just coming in, and I've been wanting to do an outfit inspired by them. I don't know when, I don't know where, but we will do it. Okay, I like that. I like the way I did that edge. Looks better than when we started. Why? I think I'm gonna say hello to the stream. Hello guys, if you just came in, I'm continuing the face that I was doing. I'm gonna be on here for an hour. I started at 5:30, so my plan is to end at 6:30. If I am on here longer, then I'm on here longer. If I'm not, then, you know, we'll continue another day. But for right now, my plan is to do like an hour and 30 minutes. Because I want to finish this face. I have to, at this point, I feel like I'm procrastinating when it comes to this face, and I have to finish it. I need it for something else, and if I don't get this done, I can't get that other thing done. So I just want to be done with it. Honestly, I don't have a lot left with it. I'm pretty much done. All I need is the eyes, the little details, like of the eyebrows and the eyes, and then the lips, and I would be done. Like, I think most of the hard work went into like the contour and the blush and the way like the face, to make the face look 3D, basically. That's most of the hard work, and I feel like I did well. So I think I want this in pink. I'm gonna buy this in pink. I'm talking about something else. Just ignore me if you hear me talking about clothes. Because I keep forgetting I'm on stream. Okay, I want this to look like it's blending into the skin and it's a bit odd still. So let's take a bit of our airbrush and see if we can blend it. Here, I'm gonna see if I can blend it into the skin, even if it's okay. Is that good? Oh, that's better. That's way better. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to unselect it and just do it yourself. Because I feel like sometimes when you do the selection tool and you're airbrushing, it only airbrushes that certain part, which that's its job, but I want you to look natural, and sometimes it doesn't appear the way that I want it to. Yeah, like I want all the colors of the skin to blend into that eyebrow, because if this was a real eyebrow, it would not be blocky like that. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't know, maybe I made the eyebrow too long. Hold on, why is it not erasing? Oh, that's the bottom part. Sorry. Why did I say sorry to my drawing like it's a person? I don't know, I'm one of those people, I always say sorry to like random household items whenever I bump into them, so ignore me if you hear me say sorry. You're probably thinking, why are you saying sorry? It's a habit. Okay, let's clean that up. I still want to clean that up because I feel like, I don't know, that isn't, I don't like the way this one looks. Hold on, I keep forgetting. I'm just gonna merge them together because honestly I don't think I'm gonna do anything different, and if I do, it's an easy fix, you know. There's no gradient to it, it's just color. It's not complex, so even if I merge them and I need to change the color, it's gonna be easy to change, versus something that has different several different colors, then it's not easy to change. But this one I can change anytime I want. Okay. Okay. That's a bit better. I forgot that I had my line tool on. I always do that. You can use line tool for eraser as well, which is very, very nice when you need to get something sharp. I like using it then. Or, I don't know, maybe your fingers are just not working that day. I think it's really good to use it then. Okay, now is really the time where I need to start doing details, or what else could I do? Hold on. I just noticed this is really light. You can blend your lines into your eyebrow to make it more, I guess, seamless, or like, so this is what I was talking about this being an easy fix. So I airbrushed over it, but I made sure that I was in a different layer versus the one that I started with, so that when I want to clean it up, it's a lot easier and that color is still under there, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, if you didn't want it to be blended into the bottom line, then you don't have to worry about it being a hard fix. Even then, I feel like it's an easy fix, but if you're doing stuff like gradient and stuff like that, it can be a hard fix. Like stuff that is like complex and has different colors, like airbrushing, it's a bit harder to fix versus something that's a solid color, if you understand what I mean. You know? Solid color. Even then, I feel like I've gotten to the point where, like, even if it is something that has several colors, I'm willing to fix it versus leaving it the same way. I can't do that. I can't leave it the same way. I'm gonna be very irritated by it. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what should I do next. So usually what I think I'm gonna do next, maybe I need to look at a photo. This is the time where I look at my own hobby to see what I do. Because sometimes you don't remember everything you do. Sometimes the things that I do are spur of a moment versus I thought of it. Like, it just happened by accident and I'm like, oh, I like the way that looks, and I keep it, versus everything being on purpose. Okay, so I saw what I did. For my eyebrow, I kept it mostly two-dimensional. You know, like, it's not too complex. Because I'm not great at eyebrows, as I've said this before. I don't like doing eyebrows. They're very hard. They're very annoying. And a bit not fun, in my opinion, but they complete a face. I think I enjoy doing eyebrows for like my IMVU art versus my KHH art, because they're a bit of two different styles. One is more illustration and the other one is more realism but cartoonish, you know, so I can really like use more airbrush. I can use lines that are a bit more less harsh versus KKH lines are a bit more harsh. They're a bit sharp. Like you either get it or you don't sometimes, and it's like And I think that's why I started incorporating a bit of more airbrush into KKH, like my styles, like the illustration style, because I enjoy doing that. So like I added my bit of a twist to it. I added a little bit of a twist to it. So another thing that I like to do with the eyebrows is I like to use my hairbrushes that I usually use for IMVU on my eyebrows, because I don't like using sharp for this. I think sharp is better for line work versus like hairbrushes or hair strokes, because it can be too much for me. You know, you can use it and try to lower the opacity, but I just feel like it doesn't hit the same way for me, you know? Now, that's not bad, but in the past, it just didn't hit the same way for me. Sometimes I'll do that and I'll blur it out, and then I will come back and see if I like that. Honestly, that's not bad. See, I thought it was gonna be bad, and it's not bad. But that doesn't mean that you can't use whatever brush you want to use. I say try out whatever you want and see if it works for you, because honestly, I feel like that's the truth. You know, not everything works for everybody. There are things that I've tried to do, like I like the way other editors do their face, and I try to do that, and it just didn't work out for me. But that doesn't mean that it won't work out for you. So for the sharp tool, I like to use it to make like the little imperfections. Like every eyebrow is not perfect, so I like to use it to make like little lines or like strokes of like not necessarily hair, but like the skin color. So it looks like that's where, you know, the hair stroke would be. I don't know, it just makes the hair strokes look better. It makes it look more real. Who knew I would ever use that word, more real? You know, it makes it look more realistic. Or I just like the look of it. Honestly, it doesn't even have to be realistic. I just like the way it looks. Yeah. Every time I make a stroke, I like zoom out and then I zoom in and then I zoom back out so I can see how it looks from afar. I feel like if it looks good from afar, then I like it. But if it looks odd, then I don't like it. Really, eyebrows are something I feel like you have to play with, and then you get like a miracle and you're like, oh, okay, you want to work today? Some days it's not working for me and I'm like, okay, let me step away. I don't like the way this looks. I hate this. Please get away from me. And then some days it's like this where I'm like, oh, it looks good. That's shocking. It actually kind of looks good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting this to go this way. I was expecting to erase it several times, but hey, I guess I'm having a good day. I like using the more harsh ones, or like you can use the blended ones as well. There's hair stroke brushes that are more like blendable and look like hair versus the harsh ones that are more like a sharp pen, but they still blend. Each one does something different. Some of them are more short, some of them do more short strokes versus some of them are longer. Some of them have a different texture to them, like this one. I don't know if you can tell like the difference. I can tell the difference. I don't know, maybe I'm just odd. See, I didn't like that. I don't know what it is about that one. I didn't like it. I didn't like that one at all. I don't know why. It's very odd to me. Like right now, I don't know what to add. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I don't know. I'm really just messing around with it right now to see if I like it or not. Also, I just thought of something that I wanted to do. And then I can also add this here. It just adds more dimension to it, I feel like. A bit more. It makes the eyebrow more interesting, I feel like. And it looks like I did it on purpose versus not on purpose. When in reality, I didn't plan it. Just kind of happened like this. I'm also going to make those two more light because they're towards the beginning of the eyebrow, and the beginning of the eyebrow is lighter. Okay, I turned it off, just making sure. And I feel like when you do that, it just looks more like I actually tried to do that. It was planned, but it was not planned. So, do I like those hair strokes? I do think I like them. Let's keep adding a bit more. Also, I don't like how long this is. When I look at it from far away, it's a bit annoying to me. And it looks a bit weird. So I'm going to shorten it. Yeah. Even this one. I think that's a bit better. Okay. I like that. I'm looking at it and thinking, I don't know what to do next. Well, we're waiting to see what my mind can come up with. Oh, my phone died. That's just great, isn't it? Okay, I'll be right back. I need to use the little girl's room. And I'll be back. Why is my tablet? Apparently it's on a high temperature. I don't know, maybe because I've been using it, but like, I gave her a break. It's not like I've been using it. I have been using it the whole day. Okay, so I think I am gonna use the sharp brush. See, I said I don't use it, and now I'm feeling like using it, which just shows that really, like, you can't count something out until you've done it. I was over here saying, oh my god, I don't use the sharp brush. I just don't like the way it looks. And now I'm like, you know what? You can come back. And it's like, hold on. And now I'm interested in using it, so I don't know what changed, really. I don't know. Today is just, I like it more, so. Okay, I didn't like that stroke. Let's do it on top of here, maybe. It's a bit too loud. No. Okay, let me turn my music up just a bit. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. If you hear stuff in the background, it's just my sister watching her YouTube kids. Okay. Do I like that? I don't know. Let's look at it far away. I don't mind it. I don't hate it, to be honest. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's a bit better. I do like that. Hold on. Hold on. Is that a bit better? That actually is. I like that. Okay. I don't mind this eyebrow. It's actually very... I don't know if I'm gonna stop here. I'm kind of feeling like it, but I feel like it's not that bad. Like, this eyebrow is actually kind of... I actually like it, which is shocking. Because I usually am not, like... That big a fan of my eyebrows. Wow. Now I'm just making lines because eyebrows are very, dimensional. You don't have to make all these lines. You can really have the choice on whether or not you want your eyebrow to be simple. Like if you wanted it to be as simple as when it just had the the light fade, you can do that. I've done that before. I've tested out my eyebrows whether or not I like it with more detail or without detail. I like them with more detail. That's just a preference, to be honest. You don't have to do it that way. I don't know. Really all about what you like. I've said this before, it's really all about what you like. Because at the end of the day, if you like it, then who cares? Okay, so now I think I've added a lot of strokes. I'm gonna blend those strokes together. See, if you like it like this, you can keep it like this. Like, genuinely, you can keep it like this. It's whatever you want. I think I'm even gonna save a version of the eyebrows just like this because I like it. And to do that, I'm gonna add a folder so that it's like in its own little section. Let's say I wanted it like this. I'm gonna say add layer from folder, and it will give me the exact duplicate from that folder exactly like it's shown in that folder. If I don't have the other layers turned on, it's not gonna duplicate it with those layers. So for example, I took out the little details, right? Now I'm gonna go back and turn on the folder, and I'm gonna turn on the details, and I'm gonna duplicate that and show you what I mean. Okay, so I turned off that folder so I can actually see what happened. This is the one with the details. This is the one without the details. Honestly, I don't know which one I prefer more. I do think I put a lot of detailing in. And a part of me kind of likes it without the details, and then a part of me kind of doesn't. I don't know. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Like, eyebrows are very weird for me because I always make two versions, one without details and one with details, and I never really know which one I like until I have to use it for an edit, and then the one that I like the most is usually the one that I use a lot. So, yeah. And even if you don't like your eyebrows now, you can always go back and fix them. The ones that I use currently right now are not the same ones that I used when I first created that avatar. When I first created it, it had more details, and now I've kind of lightened the details a bit, and now it's a bit different. Yeah, you can always go back and fix it. It doesn't have to remain the same. It's whatever you want. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know. This is hard. I didn't think this was gonna be as hard as it is. Let me see how it looks doubled. They look darker. I don't mind that either, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep both, like I said. I guess I'm gonna keep both. Let's finish the detailing. I wanted to add a bit more light ones in here, so that's gonna be my last thing because I don't think it needs any more. I quite like what I did, to be honest. And I'm gonna blend it by lowering the opacity a bit more. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And I'm gonna delete all the layers in the folder because I have both of them duplicated. the simple and non-simple one. So whatever I'm feeling like, I can always go back to it. So eyebrows are pretty much done. I don't feel like doing anything else. I like them, and we're gonna keep going like that. Okay, so I just saw something about the eyes that I kind of want to fix. I kind of want to make this part a bit more sharp, so I'm gonna do here like that, and I'm gonna blur it so it has the effect that I want, but not too harsh. Yeah, like that. Like that. And then I'm gonna lower the opacity. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I like that. Is there anything else here I wanted to fix? I do want to make the little nose portion a bit darker, because it's supposed to be her nostril and it's not dark enough for me. You know, I feel like if it's your nostril, it's supposed to be darker. Okay, the eyes. We're gonna go work on the eyes right after I do the little quick fixes that I want to add. I just realized I'm gonna also have to do eyelashes. I hate doing eyelashes. They're annoying. I still have not updated my eyelashes. That's how much I don't like doing them. So, oh god, I hate doing eyelashes. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna fix this eye. A part of me thinks it looks too small, but a part of me is like, it's fine. But I don't know. That's another thing I struggle with, is the eyes and making them look the same but different. So, yeah. I prefer it like this. I kind of wanted to make this part sharp. I don't know why. Something just woke up in me and say, let's make it sharp. Do I like that, or do I want something a bit different? Okay. Do I prefer that? Let's see. I might. I don't know yet. Okay, this is like supposed to be like the eye. I don't know what they call this part of the eye that's usually very light. The reason why I didn't add a lot of darkness here is, if you notice, she doesn't have a lot unless she's wearing makeup, and I just didn't want to add it because she doesn't have a lot. I don't know if she just doesn't make it darker whenever she's wearing makeup, so I don't know. So I kept it the same way. I genuinely wanted to go for more of a soft glam look, so that's why I stayed with like the soft under eye, especially here, because she didn't have it unless she's wearing makeup, and when I put makeup on this avatar, then I'll do that, but just a regular look, I wanted to leave it out. I tried my best to redo this and recreate it. I'm hoping it looks good. Okay, so let's see what I can do with this eye. I'm so afraid of doing eyes. Eyes are scary. What if I put it on top? Okay, that works. Then I'm gonna merge that together. I think I am gonna add it. I like it. Okay. Okay, so Actually, let's not select it yet. Let's do a little palette for the color of the eyes. Doing palettes just make it easier to work, I feel like. She has darker eyes. This is probably the only time where they're not that dark. And I think it's because there's a lot of light coming from the side. So we're gonna grab that. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. Okay. The goal is to make this eye as dark as I can without it looking weird. And for inspo, I think I'm going to use Pinterest. Not on here, but like on my phone. I usually do use the reference window when I want to add a reference, but because I didn't already have photos pre-added, I'm not going to use it. Why is it not working? Yeah, like this. And you can usually add photos, but because I don't have them on my phone, like my tablet, I just don't feel like doing it. It's a bit distracting sometimes too, but I have been using it lately. Like, I'm gonna be uploading a video soon, a speed paint, because I have all the footage from the cover shoots that I need to edit and upload, which I haven't done yet. And I use the reference window a lot in it, so you'll see how I use it. You can usually add photos by clicking the camera button. And yeah, it's also kind of like a viewfinder where you can kind of see how your face looks without it being zoomed in. Like, for example, if I wanted to see how the eyebrows look, yeah, we're going back to the eyebrows. I can have it like this the whole time and just work and see if I like that. I'm even thinking of adding a little bit of fade to the front of the eyebrows. I don't know. I just feel like it's calling to me. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear all the things going on in the background. I'm so sorry. I should have planned to do this live earlier. Next time I do a live, I'm just gonna plan to do it earlier when nobody's here, so I don't have this issue. So I'm looking up on here how to do like black eye art or black eye illustration to see what like calls to me, you know, because sometimes it's a bit. Maybe I should look up anime, because I feel like I usually like looking at photos like that, like other illustrations to help me. Okay, somebody made it gray. I don't know if I want to make it gray, but I'm also gonna look at my own photos, so. Okay, we're gonna use my own photos. So usually what I'll do is I will take a digital pen, and we're gonna use the other tool that I was talking about, the circle one, the drawing tool. And I will usually, hold on, did I finish my palette? No, I didn't, I got distracted. Okay, let's actually, because like I said, the palette helps, because if I go and do it, I won't know what colors I'm using. So this This is a darker color. Is it like a black? It's more purple. I want mine to be more brown, like something that's more brownish. We're gonna blend these together and see what we can get. Okay, so color palette brush. This is automatically 50%. I like to mix my colors using a 50% opacity brush because it picks up the color that I'm trying to add to it and the color that I already have. So I picked the brown color, but I'm trying to make it more darker, like the black. So I take the brown color and I just tap it onto the black color, and it mixes those colors together. So an easy, quick save. And then I take my digital pen and I see what color it gave me, and if I like it, I like it, and if I don't, oh my gosh, I have to keep working at it. So plot it on there. And I always keep this brush 50 opacity so I don't have to do it all the time. It just makes it easier, and I never use it besides whenever I'm doing the color palette. It just saves my time. Okay, so the brown would be more like warm. I mean, the black would be more brown, but we'll see if we can fix it. But for right now, we're just gonna use this color palette. It's better than having nothing. So also this highlight, I want to make sure there's another brown highlight just in case. That's pretty good. Now we have our colors. Now we can start what I was gonna do. Okay, eyes. I'm a bit confused. Okay. Here. Okay. Start off with the black. Circle tool. Make sure that your circle is not too thick. A little bit smaller. I think that's good. And then I'm gonna move it using transform. I'm also going to use the sketch that I used earlier to kind of see where I wanted my eye to be. I wanted the eye to be bigger. That's what it looks like. But her eye is not bigger, so I don't know, maybe I'm just not going to go like that. Maybe I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, and then it's more like this. I hope it's good. I hope it's scared. I don't like doing eyes. I don't. My favorite part is the skin. I love doing the skin. That's probably why I do it first. Okay, so now we have to make the pupils, which is usually black. Right? Probably the easiest part. It's the only part that I really know that I'm doing correctly. And the difference between what we did with the eye circle, this one will be filled, so it will automatically fill itself. So we don't have to fill it in. Make sure that you merge the two circles together because they should be in their own layer. I don't want to have to constantly go back and forth and figure out which layer is the other circle. I just want them together so I know where they are. So it's usually in the middle. That's usually where I put it. But we can always move it if it doesn't end up in the middle. I usually make it like a medium size. It's not too big, not too small. Try to make it big enough where it doesn't look odd, but small enough where it's not too small. Duplicate that, and then for this one, you want it to be a little bit closer to the edge of the eye. That's usually how it is. Now, she looks scary, very much so. Okay, she looks very scary. Should I change this? I don't know. I feel like on here, we're just gonna keep going. If we have to fix it, we have to fix it. So I merged those two together, so whenever I need to fix it, they're in the same layer. Then you're gonna add the little white details. I don't know what they call this, but I guess it's like the light of the eyes. And you're gonna add them. I usually add it here. Not too big, but not too small either. It's a bit scary. Okay. And this one I add here as well. And I add a small one as well. Duplicate that again. You're gonna add a small one, and this one's gonna be 50% because I like it like that. Yeah. I kind of want it to be a bit bigger. I just feel like it's a bit too small. And then you're gonna add it. You're gonna add it over here. Sometimes when an item is too small, it's hard to maneuver it with the pen. So just use the translation tool and it helps bring it over to the other side. And then you can zoom in and fix it wherever you want. This one, I noticed that I added it on here, like this side. I don't know why I did that, but that's how I did it, and I'm gonna continue that way. I'm gonna merge all four of those together. Make sure you're merging the right thing. You know, click on and off to see if it's the right thing. It's the right thing. Okay, let me take off the sketch so I can see. It looks wonky. We're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope for the best because my eyes have never failed me. So why would they fail me now? Please don't fail me now. I'm gonna fill it with the second darkest color. I am scared. I don't know why, but I am. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's actually not bad. So, as you can see, this part of the eye is like really yellow. I don't know if it picks up. Yeah, it picks up on camera. I see it. I don't want it to be that yellow. I just kind of left it like that because I knew that we'd come back. I want it to be more of like a green-ish color because that's apparently the color of your eye. You know, we try to stay a little bit realistic over here because it helps. And I feel like it's more calm. It's more of a calm color. It looks less scary. Okay, so now that we did that, I'm gonna add the little pink parts of your eye. I always do this. It might not show up later on because I noticed in this one, in my face, I can't really see it. So I don't even know if I added it. Did I add it? I don't know, but clearly you don't have to add it. I like to add it just for details. I'm also going to look for at like my other avatars, especially the ones that I use for the summer collection. Did I add that? I don't see it, but okay, I see it in some of them. I'm gonna add it. I always do. It's like a little pink color towards the end of the eye. I added it like here. It's not the most important detail. I don't think you have to add it if you don't want to. But I don't know. I always add it because I feel like it looks good. I don't know. I always add it. I'm not gonna tell you to add it. Like, it's not a requirement, but I prefer it. It's like the most minor detail that I feel like most people don't notice, but I like it, so I add it. The things that I do for myself is just odd. There. Now, I don't really do that much to the eye. I don't add that much detail because, like, I feel like nobody's paying attention that hard, so why do that? She doesn't look that bizarre, but right now she looks weird, in my opinion. She looks a little wonky, but we will fix that. Okay, so before I go into the eye color, I want to fix the pupil. I always add a little bit of light to the pupil because I feel like it looks good. So I'm going to use add, and I always use a bluish color. Doesn't matter what blue you use because I feel like whatever suits your heart, do that. This is just an extra detail. Most people don't notice it. Remove it off of fill. I forgot to remove that. And I make it a little bit small, but not too much. If you want it higher, you can add it higher.
That is a decoration.
Like that. I don't know. It's like light reflecting off of the eyeball, so, or the pupil, and I like adding that, so that's just something I choose to add. I just prefer it like that. Then I lower the opacity like this, and there's something else that I like to do. I like to take the airbrush. I have airbrush, and what's different with this airbrush versus the other airbrush is that the what's different with this airbrush versus the other one is that I change the blending mode, so it's add, so you don't have to change the layers blending mode. You can just use this brush and it will have the same effect instead of changing the layer. And the reason why I don't like changing the layer is because you cannot merge a layer with a different blending mode such as add with another mode. So if you have a normal one and an add one, you cannot change it. It will change the effect and it'll automatically go to the one that's on the bottom, or whatever layer you're merging into. I'll show you. Right, okay, let's say that this one is normal and this one's add. Let me change it. And hold on. I still have the effect on. Hold on, oh my gosh. And I did this, right? And I tried to blend it in there. Most of the time it'll change. Today it didn't change, but most of the time it'll change. It's probably because I didn't show you the right way. So let's say it was a normal mode, right? Very normal, right? And I used a normal brush, but I used the add setting and I blended it down there. I don't know, today is working, but on other days, it usually doesn't want to blend the same way. So to prevent any issues from blending, I just use a brush with a different blending mode and it blends into a normal layer. You probably don't understand anything I just said, but just know that I like changing the setting because it helps everything blend easily versus changing the layer. Just makes my life easier. And I do that. And I do it under the layer that has a little line. And then I'm gonna lower it as much as I can. I just think it looks pretty. I do this almost with every one. It just adds a little bit of like light to the eye. I feel like it makes it look a bit more realistic. And it does an effect that I like. So I keep it like that. Why do I feel like she's looking up? That's my issue. But we'll see. If it doesn't look good, I'll change it afterwards. So I'm going to rename this so I don't get confused. Light. What is this? White circle. Then this. Rename. Pupil. And then this. Outline. Sometimes you can get confused what layer is which. So I like to name them so we know what we're doing versus being left in the dark. So I went a bit over time, but I want to finish these eyes and then kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'll finish the lips. So I feel completed. If I don't finish the lips on here, I feel like that's also fine, because if you guys really want to do a video on that, I can do a video on that. And also lips, I enjoy lips. I feel like everything I say that I don't enjoy, people are gonna be like, do you not enjoy them, or are you just bragging? Lips, it's not that I don't enjoy lips, it's just that sometimes it can be hard, but I enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy it. It's not the most fun thing. Not gonna lie about that, it's not the most fun thing, but I enjoy it, especially when it's lips that I'm excited about doing. Like recently for one of the covers, I did a lip inspired by JT. I enjoyed doing that, but that was also because the lip was already done. All I did was add the black outer part to it, so I didn't have to do that much work. So I start by adding my highlight. I work darkest to lightest, and that's how I like to do it. And I just saw a mistake that I made, so I'm gonna go quickly fix that after I'm done adding this highlight. Now, I like the highlight to only really be in the center, and for it to not be too close to the pupil, so it still shows the original eye color, even though I feel like most people don't pay attention, so that is really for me. Here, I noticed that mistake, so let's go fix that. Where's this from then? If it's not this layer, where is it from? Okay, so this happens a lot where I'll tap, sometimes I'm tapping the screen a lot, so then parts of it will be, so it's this. I don't know how I got that there, but I did. So I'm not going to erase the outline of the eye until I feel complete with it, because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it there. So and I'm scared. I haven't done an eye in so long that I'm not that confident in it. So I want to make sure that I'm confident before I erase anything, you know. I feel like the next one should be a bit brighter. This one's too light. It's too close to the original color. Sometimes I want... Oh, that's better. There's not a lot of people in this live, but I knew that it might be different because I'm doing this later than usual, so I'm not surprised. Okay. my computer is making noise right now. I don't know why I'm like giving this eye so much detail that no one's gonna notice. But most of the stuff is all for me. It's all for my little heart. I turned down the mic for a little bit. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay. We were having technical difficulties. Next time I'm never doing a live this late because too many people going in and out. And I'm being highly distracted, so it's not the best time to do one, but I wanted to finish this, so. I kind of want to try something different with my eye. I usually don't do like a little thing like this. Okay, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I will lower the opacity of this because I feel like it's a bit too bright. Okay, so, and then one of them might just be the brightest one. Excuse me, I just burped. Oh my god. I don't even think you guys heard that. But excuse me, I did not mean to do that. I don't even know where that came from. I didn't eat, but okay. See stuff like this, like that I would have cut out. Stuff like this I would cut out. I'm never doing this at this time when there's this many people. It's so distracting. Okay, so let's do the final part of the eye, right? I'm not doing lashes on here because I barely know what I'm gonna do for that. So we're gonna do the eye and then we're gonna see if we can finish the lips and then we're gonna call it a day. Okay, so for the last part of this, we're gonna do like the shadowing. So I'm kind of afraid of merging everything together because I'm not sure. I'm scared. But I'm gonna merge the top things like the pupil and the white eye part. We're gonna merge those together. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. There's no going back now. If I mess up, I can always fix it off camera. Let's just do it. There's no turning back now. Okay, so select this. And we're just gonna do the shadow. I feel like the shadow makes everything better. So, first things first, I remember doing this. Because I do this for all of them. All the faces I make. You're gonna do it in black. It's important that's in black. So I always make a line. You want to make it, this part should be bigger, like, than the front, like where this edge, because it should be skinnier. And we're going to fill that in. Well, not with the line tool, but just using your brush. So this is what I mean. This part should be bigger. This part should be bigger than this part. This part should be skinnier. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to select that. And I click 𝐋𝐢𝐧𝐤, and this is just supposed to blur it out, and I want it to be like that, right? This is not the only 𝐋𝐢𝐧𝐤 I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unselect that for right now, so I can see it without it, and then we're gonna go back in with airbrush. Because that's really supposed to be our last thing to do, but I did it first because I felt like it. You know, you don't always have to do things the same way every time. Like this. Let me also make sure this is off force fade, because force fade can make the airbrush work differently than it usually does. Like that. Okay. Like that. And we're gonna add it to the bottom as well. Separate layer. Okay. Okay, so lower that here as well. Maybe that's a bit too dark. I can always lower it. It's not like we can keep it. Yeah. And then here. That's kind of how I always do it. I don't know. I feel like the bottom part's a bit too dark, but like the extra stuff. maybe I made those a bit too dark. I'm shocked. I haven't done this in a while, so excuse me. I have not done the eyes, like, in a while, so... Okay. I still feel like she's looking in a different direction, and I hate it. Okay. I can fix that. I'm gonna fix it. I don't think it's only the eye. I think it's the size of the eyes making it look like... I want her to look in the center, and she's looking over yonder, and I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. So, hold on. Let's just merge these two, because let's be honest, I don't think I'm going to change it anytime soon. I feel like sometimes. Okay, that's not bad. I still want her to be here. Like, I want her to be looking at me versus over there. Okay, it's that other eye. I also think this one is a bit small. Okay, now she's looking at us. She's looking at us now. I like it. Keep looking at me. That's what I want you to do. You know, I don't want them looking over there. Like, what is over there? You know? You want them to look at you versus over there. I still think this is a bit small. Is that better? That is better. Oh my god, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna select again, and we're gonna make the top lid, not top lid, but the upper part of that darker. Because when I look at my eye, like the ones that I'm trying to look kind of like a cheat code or like a cheat code, that part is dark. You cannot see it. You're not supposed to see it. So I also think it doesn't help that my liner of my eye is brown. So we might make her brown. I don't know. I mean, we might make her black because it's not giving the same effect. So hold on. We got a few things that we need to change. Okay. Who knew I would be going back into this and fixing it? I did not think the liner would be an issue. But a part of me is like, I don't like the way it looks. And I'm just gonna go on top of it. Like that. Yeah. I always try to make the liner a different color, and it never works out. So that sucks. We'll get there one day. I kind of do want to add something light in the middle. Is that better? I do think it's better. I can even try to see if I can lighten it. It doesn't have to be fully dark. It just has to be dark. Okay, I think that's better. It looks better to me. It fits better. Okay, I think I like that. I'm even gonna try to fix the bottom one, because I always do a bottom one. Instead, we're gonna just make it small and blur it out. Maybe it's the blurring. I mean, maybe it's the airbrush that's not giving us the best effect. something light here. I've never done this before, but we're gonna do it now. Because why not? Let's try new things. I forgot to say welcome. There's 2 people watching this. It might be me and somebody else. Welcome. You know, we probably have like an hour left, but we're already at 7 o'clock. I've been here for an hour? Really? I guess it's been an hour and a few minutes because I started at 5:30. So I guess 7:30 will be 2 hours. Let me blur that. I don't know, I felt like that was needed to do. See how much of a difference that is? You think it doesn't add that much of a difference, and then you look at what you did and you're like, oh, that was so much of a difference. So I don't mind that. I'm also going to keep going and adding a bit more darkness here. Especially at the top of the eye. I don't know. It's more feels like. I just used my real name. I did. You know what? I don't care. If you heard it, you heard it. I've never used my real name on YouTube, but it's okay. We'll live. Oh yeah, I forgot that I do that. I usually do 2. Okay. I totally forgot a step that I done because I've always done this. I don't do like faces that often. So I tend to forget a lot of the stuff that I do. So I don't usually do 1 layer of like that line that we made in the beginning. I usually do 2 that like transition into each other, and I think the top one is usually the most darkest one. And because it completely slipped my mind until I just did that airbrush, I was like, hold on, this feels natural, you know, it feels like something I've done before. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense why it feels like I should have done that. It's because I've always done that, especially in my past ones. Like, I remember when I did the Blackpink edit, I did it for all of those. I do 2. Because I felt like that one didn't look, it wasn't big enough, so. I do 2 to kind of help it blend into each other. Maybe that's too much, but. Okay. Something that I don't usually do is add like a sparkle to the eye. But I've been doing it lately. Now, I don't usually add it to the original like avatar, but I feel like it for this one. So let's play around with the sparkles and see if it makes the eye more dynamic or like better. I don't know if I like that one. Maybe a different one. I don't know if I like it, but it's surely something. It's not not bad. Maybe a bit of airbrush will help it look a bit better. I need to change the blending mode of those sparkles because they should be on add, but I don't do that. Hold on, while we're here, let's change the blending mode. It should be add because that's the only time I really use them is when I'm doing add. Okay, I do not mind that. That actually looks pretty cute. It looks pretty. We're gonna keep it. The eye looks pretty to me. You never know. I'm the type of person I might change my mind, so. Okay. She's looking more and more like herself. I love it. I love to see it. What is this? Okay, it's completely transparent, which means I didn't do anything to it, so I can use that. I had an idea, and I'm gonna do it right now. Just to kind of make that part pop, I'm gonna add the fade brush and add. And we're gonna. Sometimes I don't like the colors that add gives me. Sometimes it doesn't add the color that I want. So let's do it by ourselves. I have 3 types of fade brushes. I have a. Somebody commented. Thank you. I'm glad it looks amazing. Thank you. I'm glad. Okay, that gave me a lot of confidence because I was over here. I was like, I don't know if it looks good. Thank you, Angel. Okay. Just to add. Some highlight to kind of show like the difference between. I want it to look like it's actually there, so like I don't know if it does much, but I felt like the outline of the eye for like the eye crease was looking a little too blended, so I want it to kind of pop, so I added a little bit of highlight there. I wasn't gonna do this at first because I was kind of using her as my reference and she didn't have that much light on her eye. You know what, I'm gonna add a brighter color. I'm just gonna blend this. We're gonna work it. We're just gonna build on it because sometimes that's what you have to do. It may not look good the first time, but once you do it a couple more times and you build the color, it starts to look good. Maybe I should lift this outline because she doesn't have a lot of crease space here. Select. Oh, there's one under it? Let me delete that because it's causing issues. I think I had that one because I was trying to figure out what color I wanted it to be. Honestly, I don't even think I want this one to be this color. I think I might change it to a more pink color. We'll see. Honestly, I enjoy doing this on live. I don't know what I'm gonna do next on live, but it has to be something good. I do have an edit that I'm trying to finish. I've not finished it. It's like a winter-inspired look that I've had for months now. And it's supposed to be really like background heavy, where like all the details are really gonna go into the background and the foreground of it, like the front of the Avi, like the avatar. Of course, the background is also like gonna be there, but the detail is gonna go in the front, and I think that's really, I'm a bit scared to start it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so I made a mistake. I forgot that I was on that layer. Yeah, I forgot I was on that layer. Let's remove that. Okay. This one's a bit too light. Like that. Where's this from then? I knew it. This happens to me a lot. I get confused with my layers and I end up drawing on a different layer that I did not need to draw on. And then I have to like fix it. I don't know if I like it. It's a bit odd. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Maybe it just needs a bit more editing. You know? Maybe I need to make the crease more. There. It needs to be more defined. I'm gonna lower that so it's a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna blur that. I just found out you can like heart lives like the same way they do Instagram lives. My thing is why? I don't know why I brought that up, but I might as well talk about something to myself while I'm here. And the one viewer. Thank you for watching, honestly. And thank you for commenting. I appreciate your comments, you guys. I appreciate your comment, Angel, if you're still watching. You know, I feel like I'm not talking to a void, so, but it's fine. Even the replay game, you know, the people who replay this and watch it back, thank you for watching. You guys truly make me feel like you're there for me, so yeah, thank you. I don't know if that's great. I feel like the highlight is a little much, but we might stick with what we did. I don't hate it. I actually don't. I lower the opacity a bit, add it, I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight to the brow. Even though she didn't have as much highlight, I want to add it, you know. And I'm gonna create a shape. So it's like the brow bone, you know. So there's a bit more definition to the eye. And let me move that. You don't want that there. I wish you could heart comments. And then we're gonna Gaussian blur it. And I'm gonna lower the opacity still. the... Okay, that's better. I actually like that. I actually do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the fade brush so it fades a bit more nicer, you know? So it looks more like it's not like odd. It looks like it's supposed to be there. We can also use the smudge brush to kind of smudge it. Hold on, I can't do that. I forgot about her. Actually do that. Let me see what's gonna happen. Let me remove that little piece of eyebrow. You can always go back and edit that. And then like that. See? Cute. Okay, she's really coming together. Let me... If you hear her laughing, that's my sister, okay? Even though this is almost the end of the live, I might as well show, you know. I might as well let Instagram know. I'm still here. I'm just doing a little bit of Okay, let's continue. Okay, Angel, I saw your comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And I'm glad that you're in the KHH community. That's where I started, so you'll get there one day, you know. Honestly, when I started, I will say that I started towards like the late part of like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, not me. Not me. I'm closing my screen. I was gonna go look where I started. That's why I got a little distracted. I probably started around, like, my first Avi was done like 2019, and that's after I kind of stopped playing KKH a little bit, and I wanted to kind of test it out. And honestly, I didn't even start from scratch. I started from like my KKH avatar in the game, and then I edited her face a little bit so it would look like, you know, my own Avi, you know. I started off with her, like I even traced my face so I could have my own. So honestly, I can't wait to see. When you do start yours, tag me. Let me know. I want to see it. Everyone starts from somewhere, so I trust and I believe in you, and you'll get it done. And even then, back then, I don't think I liked mines. I just needed something to start off with, and it took a few faces for me to get how I wanted mines to look like, and I'm proud. And I hope you also have a good day. Or here where I'm living, it's day. It's like, I guess it's afternoon. I live in Florida, so it's not dark yet, but I guess you would consider it night. Okay, I think we can give the face a break. I do kind of want to blend that little eyebrow because it's not fully how I want it. Especially this one. Is it add? Yeah, it's add. I was like, why is it bright? Because that's a bit better. We're just going to blend it. I think I'm ready for the lips. Okay, I'll do the eyelashes off camera because I don't even know where I'm gonna start. So like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that for something off camera. We're gonna go Pinterest searching because I really don't know how to draw lashes that well. So I need to go Pinterest searching for some illustrative like eyelashes to see how other people do them. Yeah, I need to go look at some inspo. Yeah, I'm in a different layer, thank God. Sometimes I will like draw on the same layer when I intended on drawing on a different layer. And then I have to like open my little, you know, gallery thing. What do they call this? The layer folder, I guess. I don't know what they call that, but sometimes I'll open it up and I'll be like, oh my God, I've been drawing on the same layer this whole time. And then I have to erase it and start over. Or I have to backspace, because you can't erase if you're on the same layer. Speaking of Avis, while I was on that conversation, can I tell you the Avi that I actually started with, which was like the one that I felt like great in, and the one that I felt like was like one of my best at that time. I can't say it's my best at this time because I feel like the one that I currently have is my best. Which was like in March 13, 22. I did that one for fun. it was not even like I planned on posting it. I really did it for fun, and I did not plan on posting that, and then it looked so good to the point where I was like, no, I have to post it. I didn't plan it. Like, I just did it for fun. And it was after a bit of time before, like, I kind of gave up on drawing. Because honestly, now I feel like it's more than KKH. I draw more than I can just say I do edits, because I do everything from scratch. So it was kind of a while after I gave up, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. It doesn't feel fun. Because I was pressuring myself to be like other people, which is kind of weird. I was feeling self-conscious about my stuff, like my art, and I was just kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore because it's not as perfect. It doesn't look good, and I spent like most of that time and I just didn't draw. And then I kind of got into it again. I was like, oh my god, I want to draw. And I did that out of fun, and I kind of slowly worked my way into doing more edits. So things happen, and really all I have to say is, like, if you feel like you need to take a break, because that's what I had to do. And I came back to it and I was like, okay, I'm ready to do it how I want to do it. I don't want to feel pressured. I don't want to feel like whatever way I'm doing it's not as perfect. I want to do it the way I want to do it. And the moment I started doing it the way that I felt like I wanted to do it, I also was restricting myself. You know, there's certain things I was like, oh, I can't do this because it doesn't look like KKH, or it doesn't do this. And after a while I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna work it however I want. Each editor or artist has a different style, so like I'm like, I should want to do whatever I want. So long story short, I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to try new brushes. Don't be afraid to mess up, because you're gonna mess up. I still mess up. There's still things that I can't do. So like when people are like, oh my god, it's amazing, I don't know how you're able to do this, I'm like, I don't know how I was able to do it either. Also, I will say, watching other like professional artists on YouTube and seeing how they do stuff and how they draw also helps. I will say that watching their videos, even if it's not the same art style, you're still learning something and you're still picking up something from them, and you're learning to do something and applying it to your own stuff. And every once in a while I will watch like a professional artist or somebody else that isn't a part of the KKH community, and I'll watch how they do it, and it'll inspire me to be better, to be honest. And I think that's why I started doing a lot of my speed paints as well, is because I know I enjoy watching speed paints, especially IMVU speed paints. And honestly, there's not a lot of KKH speed paints, so that's why I like doing them. That's why I like uploading videos. So you guys can have somebody watch. Okay. I think I need to add a bit more detail towards the corners of the lip, especially the bottom. Okay. I also might change the outline of the bottom lip, because I feel like I want it to be more pink, more red, and it's not giving the effect that I want it to give. So I'm going to start off by kind of circling it so that we know what the outer corners are. Okay, so let's duplicate that. I want to change it to a different color because the color just seems a bit dull to me right now. And I don't like it. Is that too dark? Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay. Also, like I said in the last live, while I'm here, I might as well promote my own stuff. If you guys haven't checked out, I did upload some shorts. Shorts, I've been noticing that they get a lot of traction, so I try to upload a lot more shorts. Not only that, the main reason why I started uploading a lot more shorts is because I will have a lot of these short videos on my iPad and they take up a lot of space, especially when you have a lot of them. And I like rewatching them. So I know somebody out there likes rewatching them as well. So I decided, why not upload them to YouTube? At first, it started with just no editing, minimal editing. And then now, well, first of all, I wanted to just upload them like that, but like on YouTube, there's a rule where it has to be like under a minute. So I was like, okay, let me go edit it. And that's really where I was like, okay, I think I might do the short thing. And now I'm uploading more shorts more often. Honestly, I enjoy editing them. They're really easy to edit. And I can add whatever song I want to them. Even when I am... Hold on. Even when I am copyrighted, it's like a bit different because I feel like there's so many people that upload shorts with different types of music on YouTube, and I feel like they don't get affected. So I'm like, let's hope that I don't get affected, you know? I mean, it is shorts. I don't know. I try to use music that I find off of TikTok. So, wish me the best. And I enjoy editing them maybe because I can use my favorite songs from them and I don't have to be as like restrictive with the songs. So yeah, I've been really enjoying doing that lately. So check them out when you have time. I also upload them to my YouTube. I also upload them to my TikTok. You know, I promote whatever way I can. I mean, I don't have that many followers on my TikTok. I just like uploading them to TikTok because you never know. So I do that. And also, I love watching other videos of like art videos on TikTok. So I was like, why can't I upload them? No one's stopping me. So yeah. I've also been working on IMVU stuff. I'm planning on releasing an IMVU edit, like uploading on my Instagram because it's been a while since I've done IMVU. Earlier when I was talking about clothes, I was talking about IMVU because one of my favorite creators released a new collection that's inspired by a real brand, Fancy, with an I. And I got so excited because I've been wanting to do clothes by them like lately because I love a lot of their clothes. So I have been planning. I just bought me some, so like I'm excited. But I don't know when I'm gonna do an edit with those. But I will be planning on releasing an edit soon because I feel like I want to work on some of my IMVU stuff. You know, I released both KKH and IMVU on here, but I've been slacking on my IMVU because I just haven't been feeling like it, to be honest. I don't know. I think it's so much easier doing stuff for KKH because KKH, everything is from my head, in my hands, and inspo. While IMVU, most of the stuff I use is from like stores, and you have to actively go look for things, and it can be very like exhausting sometimes. So yeah. And I just wasn't like having a lot of fun, so I took a break from it. Sometimes you need to take a break to see if you missed something, and I did that, and I'm kind of missing it, so I'll do that, especially editing it. And that doesn't mean you have to like use the stuff from IMVU, but I prefer to use them because I love a lot of the clothes that are on IMVU, so I prefer to do that most of the time. Okay, I think I might use a different color. Let's make it more light. I don't know why the lips are not lipping. They're giving me a bit of a struggle right now, so let me go look at some lips I've done. Do I usually connect that? Can I connect it? I'm thinking of connecting the line. You know what, let's try it. I'm asking, like, can I connect it like it's a rule? There's no rules. Let's do it. So I can know whether or not I like it. Because hers is more lighter, I will give you that. But, like, I don't know how to make it more light and still add definition in a way where it's like... That line is bothering me, you guys. I feel like it's so... It's not harsh, but it's like... It's a bit odd. I don't know. Do I want it just like this? Maybe I'm doing too much to it? Blur. Maybe I made it too big. Okay. Let's keep working. not great at lips. I try my best. I've seen better lips. One thing I can never really do right about lips is the gloss. Like, to make them look glossy really is hard. I'm not quite good at that. Both in like IMVU art style and like, I don't even know what to call my IMVU art style. I call it like realistic but a bit cartoonish, you know. Even there, I don't really know how to do gloss that well. I try my best, but it's never giving gloss. It's always giving a bit off. I want it to be a bit pink. Blur it, and then we're gonna add it in the center. Let me make it a bit brighter. I feel like the colors are not that great, but when I'm looking at it on the screen versus when I'm looking at it over here, I don't know. But I think it's because I didn't want it to be too dark, and I feel like I'm making it darker and darker. But I also don't mind what's going on. I like adding pinks and reds because I feel like lips are very interesting. They don't only contain one color, or it doesn't look like three-dimensional. It looks 2D instead of 3D, and I want it to have a dimensional, like a 3D dimensional type of feel to it. I want it to feel like it looks illustrated, but like still kind of like, oh, okay, I see what it's supposed to be, lips. It doesn't look flat, you know? I want it to look complex. Okay, I feel like this side is a bit low. Okay, that's a bit better. It's 7:50. I've been on here for 2 hours. So if I can't get this around 8 o'clock, I will end the live, and then I'll tell you guys how it ended. You guys will eventually see it. Because like I said, I'm doing a video that's going to contain the face. Yeah, you guys will eventually see how it looked. But she's very hard today. This is very annoying. If I can't get it the way I want it to look, or at least look like better than it's previously looking, then I'll end the live and like without it finished. But let's be honest, we did a lot today. Like, it looks really good. It looks really good. I did not think I was gonna get the eyebrows done. I'll also do the lip highlight that I like to do. I feel like that will make the lips look more complete. Right? I usually use white for that color. Let's make this a bit more brighter. I want it to be curved. Okay, and then for the other one, for the other side, we use a darker color. And I do this so it looks more three-dimensional. And I've been doing it for a while now. And I love the way it looks. I love the way it looks. It just makes the lips look so pretty. Like, it looks like the lips have life to them, and I love it. Okay, so I lower the opacity like this, enough for you to see it. Even this way. You can even make this part, you can make it skinnier. Okay, so as you can see, this was showing. I don't want that to show. And I want it to... Oh, that looks so good. I suck at doing highlight of the lip, so the way I want it to look is not fully there. I want it to look like gloss, but I can never get that effect. There's a part of it. Even more. Then I'm gonna use a lighter color. And I just do shapes. I really don't have a specific way I do this. I feel like lips are all about shapes. And they have to look a certain way. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not that great when it comes to them. I feel like the way that I want them to look is not there yet, so I just do my best to make it look like I tried. I lower the opacity just a bit. Honestly, guys, I'm proud of what I've done. Is this transparent? Yeah, this is transparent. So, Okay, I had to turn off my sound for a bit. I part of me feels like that's too much detail, but I'm gonna leave it like slightly hidden. Because I feel like I put a little effort in that detail, so why not? Maybe if I remove one. Is it the big piece that's bothering me? Okay, we'll leave it like that. I don't know. Honestly, guys, we're almost done. Also, I want to remind you guys, if you guys want to see part 1 and part 2, I will also add the link to it. It's on Twitch. I'm gonna figure out a way to upload it on here, but currently right now it's on Twitch. I wanted to try out Twitch first, and then I was like, you know what, let's go to YouTube and add the rest on there. It's on Twitch if you want to watch the rest, the first part of it. Where what did I do on the first part? I think I did the outline and I did a bit of the coloring, but most of it, like the ending, was all on YouTube. So I don't think I have a lot on there, unless you want to see the outline. Then I feel like, yeah, that's where you would go, because I did the outline on there. Like, I started from scratch on there, and you really got to see like how I draw the head. Honestly, I feel like I draw my heads the same way. Like, I have a whole video. I'll also link that down below. I have a whole video on how I draw my heads, and I feel like I have not changed that much, to be honest. I really haven't. Maybe the way I shade. Yeah, I definitely have changed in the way that I highlight and I shade my face, but I have not changed the way I started off. I feel like I'm still the same person when it comes to that. Hold on. I'll also do the teeth off camera because I'm not great with teeth. And I still don't know if I'm gonna... Still don't really know how I'm gonna do that, so... I'll also tackle that issue off camera. Oh my gosh! I'm proud of what I did! Oh my gosh. She actually looks like her. I am really proud. I'm really proud. We've come so far. So, just to kind of give you guys a little bit more, I will show you how I highlight the face. Like the little face highlights that I do. Because I shouldn't leave you guys like that. I'm not gonna leave you guys that hanging. So, we're definitely gonna add... Hold on, let me remove this. A bit of highlight here. I'll lower the opacity because I don't want it to look that white. I just want to kind of start it off. I love the little highlight I did here, so let's add a bit more on top of that. Is that good? I think that's good. Okay. Really, I add highlight with the fade brush. I love it. I'm going to be adding it with the fade add. I first add it to the bottom part of the chin. I don't quite like that. I add it here. I don't add to the back of the head, because what's the point of that? No one ever sees that, because you always put like hair on top of it, wigs or whatever. The only time I add highlight to the back of the head is on the hair, so I don't need to do it on the. It's a detail that no one's gonna see. One thing I've definitely learned in 2023 is to stop adding details that nobody sees. It saves you so much time. Yes, it makes my heart happy, but my heart is happy in the long run when I don't have to waste time on things that nobody's gonna see. You know? I lower that. I'm gonna add a second one with white, and this is for the front of the face because I feel like, I don't know, I like to make my highlights different. I feel like the back of the face are on the right side. It doesn't even matter what side, but like I always pick one side where the highlight is a darker color, and then the other side the highlight is a brighter color, which is usually white. And I always pick one side white to kind of act like it's wherever I want the light to be coming from. I make that side white. Wherever I want the light to kind of be bouncing off of, it's not as bright, but it's still light. I make it a darker color. It doesn't really matter what color you pick. I feel like whatever color you pick will be fine. Sometimes it'll be green, sometimes it'll be blue, sometimes it'll be yellow. It really depends on what I'm feeling that day, to be honest. I dropped my pencil. It's the first time I've dropped it in a long time. Okay, so if you want to add it here, you can. Never done this before, but for some reason my heart is telling me to add it. I also spot a mistake, and I'll fix that in front of you guys. Blur. I'm also gonna do it on top of here again, so you guys know that I did this. Actually, no, that's too much. If you want, I feel like you can change however you want the color to look, can you? If you want it to appear more yellow, you can do that. Even this one. And I merge those two together. Let's remove that. I'm gonna wear that. Blur it. I feel like certain things can be blurred and they need to be blurred. Like this one, blur this. I'm also gonna blur that. Everything doesn't need to be harsh. Yeah. That mistake. Let's go figure out where that's from. This is gonna be fun. I have a feeling it's from the eyebrow. Is it this one? Okay, it's under one of these. Which I don't know what I think. Okay, I found it. Okay, guys. That is the end of the stream. Just for one more time, let's check if I like which eyebrow. Honestly, I don't know which one I like. Which one do I prefer, you guys? Which one do you guys prefer? One, I know if you watched the video, if you got to this part, which one do you prefer? 1 or 2? I'll even show you guys how to make it darker. I will usually go here. Now, this is a bit harder because we have like color in the front, so it might be a bit harder to change it. So I'll show you how to change it without it being like too messy. I think the key is to not do saturation, but I like saturation. Okay, so let's say you wanted a darker eyebrow. I think you really have to go in with airbrush and just edit it afterwards. Look at that. Look at that. And edit it yourself. Like, fix the little minor details. Oh my gosh. Not me showing you guys the tips and tricks. Look at that. Now she looks exactly how we want her to be, but just darker. That's how it looks on its own, and how it looks with it on top. And you can change it, make it as dark as you want it to be. Especially since it doesn't have the front, you would have to merge it with, you'd have to duplicate the original eyebrow and merge it with the second layer of that duplicate, so you get the look, because without it, it looks a bit harsh. But you get a darker eyebrow. So I'm gonna save that as a version as well. I'm gonna do the same thing to the top one because I want another one of that. I want another one, and I'm just gonna duplicate the original version. So when I remove this part, we will have one, and it will be perfect. And we can just merge those together. Okay, so remove that. Sorry. I forgot how much opacity I had on the other one, so I'm just gonna wing it. So now you have 3 versions. You have this one. Well, you have 4. This one. I prefer the lighter eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie. But I want to show you guys that. In this color, I prefer the darker ones versus the lighter ones. I don't know, this darker one, I'm not feeling it, but I feel the lighter one. So, yeah. So that's it, you guys. Also, just to let you guys know, this is the girl that I did that I kind of created my obby after. I think she's like an African actress. I don't know if she's Nigerian, but I know she's African. And I think the photo of the original photo, it was from a makeup artist that had done her makeup. I don't know if she tags the makeup artist. Hold on. Yes, she did tag the makeup artist. Her name is Beyonce, Bibyonce, and I got her photo from there. Well, it was a video, and I screenshotted the video. Well, I didn't screenshot the video, but somebody screenshotted it and posted it on Pinterest. And she does her makeup a lot, so if you see somebody on there that you like and you like to redo their do the same thing, you can go check that out and see what you like, because that's where I got it, and credit due. And I loved her face. I loved how the makeup artist did her makeup, so I wanted to create it. So that's pretty much the end of this live. We've been on here for 2 hours and 43 minutes. And I finished the face finally with you guys, so I could get started on the actual project that I need to get done. And I will see you guys hopefully in the next live or in the next video. Bye. Love you guys. Have a great night or day wherever you are. And for the people that did come to the live, thank you. And